Hi, my name is Mo Mustafa. For today's presentation, I will be talking about the book There There by Tommy Orange. Tommy Orange was born and raised in Oakland, California. The very first book that Tommy published was There There. He states that he wrote the book out of complete loneliness. When it comes to Tommy's writing style, I was very hesitant at first and didn't much like it, but it soon started to grow on me, and I was actually really starting to enjoy it. From jumping around and not finishing off the chapter was something everyone wanted to know, which is such a cliffhanger, which brought me wanting to keep reading and finding out more. This is the only book of the group of books in our book clubs that is not banned. We believe that this book is not banned to them not really knowing about the book and the true meaning behind it. The main theme of the book is identity. It goes back and forth from their people's past to present and very little but their future and what that holds for them. The book really just focuses on the person's identity and where they come from. Tony Loneman, 21 years old, was born with fetal alcohol syndrome. While he grew up believing that he was not intelligent, he was very natural street smarts. When he looks into the mirror, Tony sees what he calls the drome, the facial features associated with fetal alcohol syndrome. Tony lives with his grandmother, who has been selling drugs since he was 13 years old. His drug supplier, Octavio, shows him a 3D printed gun and tells him that we're going to rob the big Oakland powwow at the Oakland Coliseum. Dean Oxendine lives in Oakland and is a young, motivated artist. He obtains a grant to make a storytelling documentary in which Native people share their perspectives on living in Oakland. He inherited both his camera and his interest in movie making from his late uncle. Dean plans to set up a storytelling booth at the powwow. Opal Viola, Victoria Bear Shield, and her sister Jackie Redfeather were children when their mother took them to Alcatraz Island in 1970. As a part of their Native American protests, Opal mostly spent time with her mother, while Jackie spent time with a group of teenagers. Before leaving the island, Jackie was raped by another teen named Harvey. She became pregnant and put the baby girl up for adoption. When Opal and Jackie's mother died, they entered the foster care system. Jackie had another daughter, Jamie, who went on to have 3 boys, Orville, Luther, and Lonnie. Jamie was a heroin addict and eventually ended up killing herself. Since Jackie was still battling alcohol addiction, Opal adopted Jackie's 3 grandsons. While raising the boys, Opal has taught them that they are not to engage in any native activities. Orville Redfeather, the oldest of Jackie's grandsons, watches footage of powwows on the internet, feeling a connection to the dancers. He finds a set of narrative regalia in Opal's closet and practices dancing. He takes his brother to the big Oakland powwow without telling Opal, hoping that he can win prize money by dancing. Opal goes to the powwow to watch, careful not to let the boys know that she is attending. Jackie Redfeather lives in New Mexico, where she works as an addiction counselor, but struggles with alcoholism herself. She never actually met her grandsons, but she runs into him. When she runs into Harvey at an Alcoholics Anonymous meeting, she confronts him about their past. Harvey just learned that he was a son that he has a son in Oakland named Edwin, and Jackie tells him that they also have a daughter, the one that she put up for adoption. Jackie agrees to ride with Harvey to Oakland, even though she is very difficult forgiving him for what he did in the past. The impact on this book that left behind was very hard-hitting because I felt like as if I had connected to some of the chapters and some of the characters like way too much, like more than I actually really thought to, until I put more time thinking about like kind of everything and like how much more I kind of deal with a lot of the stuff that they did. So very enjoyable book. I recommend it to all.